Welcome to Screen to Speed, powered by INIT Esports. In this podcast, we dive into the journeys of remarkable individuals making waves in sim racing and bridging the virtual with the real. From the thrill of digital circuits to the roar of real life racetracks, we explore the passion, dedication, and innovation that drives the world of motorsports. We'll hear from athletes, creators, and pioneers sharing their stories, insights, and the powerful ways sim racing is connecting communities and creating pathways into motorsports. So buckle up, Screen to Speed starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to INIT Talks. Happy to see everybody in the chat. Welcome. Today we're having Ingrid Cirstea. She's a Twitch streamer, content creator, and sim racer. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. How are you tonight?
Yeah, doing well. How are you also today?
I'm doing great. I'm excited.
That's great. You have a really cute room with a pink seat. Love it.
Thank you so much. Everything about the room is pink. I guess you can tell what my favorite color is, right?
Yeah, for sure. I really like it. It's comfy and cute color as well.
Also, blue suits you really, really well.
Thank you so much.
It makes your eyes pop. So it's amazing. It really looks nice.
Thank you. Yeah, that's my favorite color, and also I really like teal blue. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's start.
I actually was between getting a blue chair and the pink one. So
Oh.
I get it.
Okay, so you stay with the pink because it's your favorite color.
Yeah.
All right.
But it was very tempting.
Can you tell us a little bit about your sim racing journey? How you get into sim racing? How you start also streaming? When this happened?
Okay, so I think my sim racing passion, I can't really call it sim racing because it was just racing. It was back when I was 5 years old, if I'm not wrong. I got a PS2 as a gift for Christmas, and it was me and my dad. We always played car games. I had a bunch of games for that PS2, but my favorite ones were always the car games. Even though I had no idea how to drive, I was there.
Mhm.
I was really passionate about that. Then many years later, I had a friend who got a rig and a Logitech wheel. And he was like, okay, do you want to try it out? And I was like, sure, I'm into driving. I had my driving license already. And I decided that it would be better to try and put my skill into practice into the simulator rather than on the street. It would be safer for everyone. So that's how I found out I really, really like sim racing. And I actually got a job just to start this sim racing and streaming.
Mhm.
I worked for a whole year, started gathering everything that I needed. And with my last paycheck, I still remember I got a gaming chair, a car bucket seat because I had a DIY rig, and the camera. So that's how I started streaming. It was in February 2023. Yeah.
Mhm. That sounds great. Familiar to my story, which I had. So I also started with the Logitech G27 DIY rig. We had like single screen and...
They are not bad at
yeah.
all, are they?
Yeah.
They are not bad at all for starting.
Like,
Everyone should start somewhere.
yeah, literally like many people starting from G27 or G29 single screen, and then they're upgrading to better rigs and better like triple screen, whatever, getting the camera, getting the lighting and everything. Yeah, that's awesome, I
had a really, really cheap lighting. I have to say this. I had like a jumbo lighting. I don't know if you know the store.
Mhm.
It's everywhere in Romania, Greece and stuff. I had a jumbo lighting that was like €5, and it had like a phone thingy to put there, also the phone and the lighting up. And I used that for chat. And I was like, okay, let me see what everyone said.
Wow, this is
It was
awesome.
it was really improvised.
I had you can imagine. I had just a bulb with a pocket on it, so just to create the soft lighting. So this is what I
Yeah.
use for the for the lights on the first streams when I started. Yeah, that was incredible times.
At least we had lights.
Yeah.
At least we had lights.
That's the most important thing. I think I can just recommend to people, if you're starting streaming, get something to just light up your face, get a camera and get the good mic to at least have a good
Yes.
sound. Yeah.
Yeah, when I first started streaming, I actually didn't have a microphone.
Mhm.
I used my headset microphone, and the quality was so bad. But I was there, I was just doing it. I was putting myself in front of the camera. I was trying to improve my driving skills, which were like very hard to see.
Mhm.
But I guess the people that decided to stay, they just saw the potential, because at that point I didn't. But I was having fun. I just took a leap of faith on my passion. I really enjoy doing it, and I still enjoy it to this day.
Yeah, that's awesome. The main thing is to enjoy, have fun, like interact with your viewers, and just enjoy some racing overall.
Indeed.
Yeah, you mentioned that you used to play like some racing games, like you started from them. Do you remember your first racing game? Which was that?
If we are talking about when I was 5 years old on the PS2, I still remember to this day it was Gran Turismo.
Oh, awesome.
That was one of the first racing games I've ever played. And on that rig from my friend, it was F1. And also, I really, really loved Dirt Rally 2.0. Those were one of the first games I've ever played.
Awesome. Remember that my first game, there was MotoGP 2005 or something. So I was really into MotoGP and all the stuff. Big fan of Valentino Rossi here. And yeah, in my first simulator, there was Race 07, which is basically a Factor 1. And then I jumped to Assetto Corsa and also did some Dirt Rally, not 2.0, but Dirt Rally. And speaking about Rally, what do you like the most about it? I saw that you're playing WRC as well. So can you tell us a bit about this?
I am, of course. I am currently taking part into the WRC Creator Series event. And I really, really love the fact that you have the freedom of really pushing the car limits and your limits as well. And that if you do lose the car at some point, even if you just end up turning around a few times, you will eventually be back on your wheels in no time. 3 seconds and you're back at it. Yeah, I think that's what I like most, the adrenaline of being able to really push the car and test what you can do. Try and improve your time every time. It's just it's like I'm in a competition with myself rather than with the other drivers. I don't really look at their time, because there are a lot of people that are much better than myself, but I do try to look at mine and be like, come on, you can do better. Just a second, 2 seconds, maybe do something about it.
How do you find in rally to listen to co-driver while driving? Was it hard for you when you first time get into rally?
I have to say that it still happens that I'm listening to it and I hear it, and then at one point it goes like, snap, you're out of there. I just go out of zone and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna follow the road. And then 5 seconds later it goes, you woke up, you're back at it, hear me. It just happens. I think it's something that will forever happen. I don't know, my mind just floats away. I have way too many things inside my head.
Yeah,
I don't know how to deal with them yet, but I think it's not going that bad because I'm finishing the stages, so we're live.
That's great.
We're
That's
live.
great. I think that's one of the most important thing in rally, to finish stages, and like car should be in one piece as well. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Trust me. You can end up without a door or without the hood, without the windshield, whatever. If the car keeps going, you keep going. It
True.
doesn't matter.
That's true. So yeah, speaking about listening to co-drivers, sometimes I'm failing too, because you starting to be focused more like on the stage, on the track, rather than listening to the co-driver. And this is actually where you're failing, because if you're not listened, you don't know what's next.
Yeah, you don't know what
Yeah.
to do. Yeah, totally agree.
That can be really hard, indeed. So
True.
how do you feel about your community? I want to ask, like, how do you feel to be a girl in the male community? Because, yeah, we got a lot of guys who are watching our streams, and a lot of boys also. So how do you feel, how they treat you during your streams?
Honestly, about my community and this community of sim racing overall, I feel like they are really, really welcoming us. I feel like they see it as such a good thing, the fact that females are starting to take advantage of this opportunity and showing the fact that we do love to do boys stuff also, which should not be considered like that. If you do like something, you should go for it and do it, regardless of if you are a girl or a boy. I was really welcomed into this community. Of course, there were a few exceptions that are everywhere, because that can happen to anyone. But overall, I do feel like everyone is so supportive over here, and they do try to help you a lot. And I did made a few friends, and they really, really helped me.
Yeah, this is awesome. I can relate to this, definitely. Sim racing community really like welcoming, as you said, and they are so friendly. They always ready to help you with like, I know, whatever that's the settings, or maybe something with driving, or just like a friendly advice or good comments also. So yeah, I also noticed that they're really, really, really friendly compared to other gaming communities as well.
That's true. That's what I saw most. That the sim racing community is so open to new people. They do encourage you to keep going and to keep showing up, which is lovely.
Yeah.
Because actually, when I first started streaming, fun fact, I did not start with sim racing. I tried to stream League of Legends at one point, and it was horrible. I did not feel welcome there at all. Not to be mean or whatever about the League of Legends community, but our community will forever be the best, or at least in my opinion.
Yeah, that's right. So, where do you spend the most of your time? Is it Formula 1? Is it WRC or iRacing? I also noticed that you jump in iRacing recently.
So, I started with F1, where I spent a lot of time. And then I just started switching games. I tried WRC, the Rally 2.0, Le Mans, ACC, AC. What else? I actually tried, I could say most of them. And recently, yes, I started playing iRacing, which really caught my attention. I really enjoyed it. I played it for 2 days. And I am really ready to grind on this one, because I really, really enjoyed it. And I would also accept some tips from you about this.
Well, tips for rookies in iRacing will be just stay safe, gain the D license. So just simply get out of rookies, and then you can like push and building your skills in driving. Because in rookie license, you're really limited to just race like MX5 only. When you will have D license, you'll have more opportunities to choose like different cars and tracks.
So there's no need to get more than the MX5, and just we don't need to buy more cars, right? Just at least for now.
At least for now, yes. Just try to focus on the one car. I suggest
Mhm.
this to everybody. Like if you jump into iRacing or whatever sim, try to stick with the one car because it's going to help you to feel more confident, more comfortable because you'll gain experience with this car. You're going to be like comfortable with it. And then,
Yeah.
you can switch to different cars when you feel like, okay, I can do races with this car and probably can try something else. So this is a
Very much appreciated.
yeah. How do you enjoy MX5, by the way? Because when I started iRacing, I remember that I wanted to get
Can I
out
be
of it.
honest?
Yeah.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
It's a nightmare. I have never tried to drive a car in sim racing that's worse than this one. I am so sorry for everyone who enjoys this car, but please let me get out of rookies. Get me out of there.
The same. I'm just sharing the same feeling
If
with
the
you.
car is like this in real life, I don't want to drive it like ever. Don't put me in that car.
Guys, don't buy a MX5, yeah?
You will see we're right. You will see we're right.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm sharing the same feelings because when I get into iRacing, that was in 2020, I just wanted to get out of MX5 as soon as possible and jump to other cars because I'm struggling to drive it fast and drive it properly. Especially, it's really funny when you're jumping from GT3 to MX5. You just brake in too hard with it. You just slow down the car a lot. It's really funny. So yeah, I can relate to your feelings about MX5 definitely. Did you try
It was such an experience to try it for the first time. Such an experience.
Yeah, in chat like MX5 sales now going down.
We're sorry. We're just being honest.
Yeah. You know, I'm open on my streams with my opinion. Like if I don't like something, I'm just going to tell this. Like I don't like this.
Same. I can't say that I like something that I don't mainly because you will see it on my face. I won't be able to say that. You will see how my face will change and you will be like, she's lying. Why is she lying to us?
That's obvious.
I prefer to be honest.
Okay, so can you tell me, did you try formulas in iRacing? I know that iRacing, when I started iRacing in 2020, we had only like one license for road. Right now it's split to formulas and to road. So in road, you do in MX5. Are you planning to do also some formulas or not?
100% yes. I have a year of iRacing subscription, which I am planning on using it at its maximum potential because I do want to grind this game. And I did get a Formula car with that, but I decided to take it easy with the Mazda, even though I don't like it. I'm going to start with that car, get a little bit used to the game and to the car handling and how everything feels there. And then I will probably switch to that one. But I did try it. It feels weird because I've only tried F1 so far, so I didn't know what to expect from that car. But it's good. It's really interesting. Honestly, I can say that it's one of my favorite racing games. It's actually, I know it's not a racing game, actually. It's a simulator, so it totally makes sense why.
Yeah. So let's continue to speak about racing. Then we'll jump to speak about Formula 1 as you spend most of the time in it. You planning to do some ovals or not? Because I personally really enjoy ovals and they give me a lot of new experience because I didn't do any ovals before. So I started to do them when I jump into racing. And to be honest, I gained a lot of experience, like how to be close with people, how to not get really nervous. So are you planning to jump into this as well?
Now that you've told me about them, I will 100% try them out. I didn't know about them because I've just tried the game for 2 days and I did the same track with the same car just to get used to it.
Mhm.
because it does take me a little while to get used to it, because I am so how to say it, I'm like so critique with myself.
Mhm.
I criticize myself a lot. So if I do bad things, even though sometimes chat is like, it's okay, you did nothing, no, I can't take that. Like,
Mhm.
it has to be perfect, or at least close to perfect. So if
But
that will help me 100%, I will note it down and I will do it. I will do it.
don't be too hard with yourself, because anyway, when you're switching the simulator, it's really new thing for you, so you need time to adapt, to get used to. So take this time and don't be too hard on yourself.
I will try. I can't promise anything, but I will try.
So what do you like the most about Formula 1 game?
About this year's game, the fact that I can still play with my friends because of the cross-platform and the online lobbies. But if you ask me specifically about the game, I am not really enjoying it. It's such a difference handling from the F123. In my opinion, F123 was one of the best ones. When I started streaming, I played F122, and it was not too good either. I, it was because I was starting to play with no assists, so I really had to get used to the throttle and brake and all of that. But for F123, I was used to playing with no assist, but it was a huge difference. Brakes feel different, throttle feels different. It's not a bad game, but if you get used to driving in one way and then switching the next year to something that is, as I said, I'm gonna be honest, that is worse, then it's gonna be a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, I remember I did some Formula 1 2022, I think. Then I just jump in 23. It felt kind of the same for me, so I just didn't continue to drive into it, because I'm not really enjoying all this tire management and all the stuff which people really into in Formula 1 games.
I have no idea
Yeah.
how to do those things well yet. So I don't blame you at all. It is a difficult thing. I am taking part in a friends league. And every time I have a race, I have a friend that's on Discord with me, that it's my race engineer, and she's like, okay, so you're gonna go to pits this lap, you're gonna put on mediums, or you're gonna put on hards, because it's so difficult to know these things. I'm more into actually driving and mastering the skills on the track rather than knowing the back part of the engineering side.
That's true. I think it's really hard to manage by yourself. So that's really good that you got your friends who help you in the league. So that definitely brings a better result for you. And also you're not thinking about this, like, oh, what tires to wear on the next pit stop or something. You can focus only on driving. That's definitely awesome. What's your favorite track in Formula 1?
With no doubt, Jeddah. That's my favorite track ever to watch and to play, both.
What about some European tracks? Do you like some European tracks as well?
I like Spain, but that might be because I grew up in Spain, so I have like a love for that country. But it's also a nice track to watch and play on. I do enjoy it.
All right. And what track do you do in iRacing right now? Like you just told me that you stick with the one car and track. What's this track?
The one that starts with a V. I can't remember the name of it. I'm so bad at names. So please don't blame me. No one, please don't blame me. I'm so bad with it. What was it called? Chat, help.
Is it British or American? Or you don't remember?
It's the first one that shows up when I go to pick it. Um, embarrassment moment going on.
Okay, we're going to think that it's a good track for Formula V anyway. All right. When I wanted, I just I started to think about the track and what it can be also, and just completely forget what I wanted to ask. Virginia, just Chad wants to help you.
True.
That's Virginia?
That's the name.
Okay.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay. Wow, that can be, hard to race this track with this slow car.
It was. But I did a lot of practice before jumping in a race.
That's a good
Actually,
thing.
my best position that I ended in was fifth, but because of a track incident, let's call it like that. But I was very close to podium, so I'm really proud of myself. Just after 2 days to get there, I feel like I did great.
All right, that's awesome. Someone just telling in chat, she transformed Virginia into the rally. Yeah, that.
I did get on the grass a few times. But I wasn't. The car was not cooperating. It was not my fault. Okay, it was the car's fault.
Well, Virginia is a hard track to drive, so people in the United States call it like a small Nordschleife. So yeah, this track can be complicated. So absolutely no pressure on you if you like off track. Sometimes here I'm doing this also on this track, so not the easiest one to drive.
Speaking of Nordschleife, it's my favorite European track if it's not for F1. My favorite one. I would love to get there sometime.
Did you do any maybe track days or something like this in real life, or you just stick to sim racing?
Sadly, I didn't get the chance to do that. The most I did was karting with friends. But I did went to some rally in real life. It was close to where I live, and I just took my mom and I was like, "Come on, let's go. Let's watch some cars go boom." So yeah, but I would love to do it. Honestly, if this could go into real life at one point, I would be thrilled to do it. I would say yes without even asking anything else. Like, do you want to go? Yes. That's it. I don't need any more details. Just tell me when, where, and at what hour, and I'll be there.
That sounds good. Yeah, definitely. I think you're going to enjoy maybe some track day on Nordschleife. That should be really fun for you.
Did you have some track day in real life?
Oh, in real life, I race a lot. So I started from 9 years old from karting. Then I did open wheelers in 2014, 15, and 2019. Also took part in W Series selection event. Unfortunately, didn't get to the series, but again, really good experience on this event also. So yeah, I did a lot of in real life racing. Unfortunately, I stopped to do this due to some financial issues. Our team.
I know it's really expensive to sustain yourself and to get the sponsors. And yeah, I know. That's my biggest fear, actually, with this dream of mine to one day maybe taking it there. The fact that it's really expensive.
Yeah, it's so
really
expensive.
You can have the most talent in the world, but if you don't have the financial part, it's just gonna remain there. And yeah, that would be it.
Yeah, just get really lucky that we had sponsors in karting, then we had sponsors in Formula as well. I get into a really good team here based in Kazakhstan, Astana Motorsports, but unfortunately they just completely shut down the racing program. So we had big plans to go like to Formula 3 in Spain and all this stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. And then COVID started, all this pandemic stuff, and just get lucky to get into sim racing, to be honest, because we started to stream, and now this is like my full-time job, and I'm doing this on daily basis, and I really enjoy sim racing. So I can tell you that I didn't have that competitive races in real life, which I'm having right now in sim racing. So sim racing is
Wow.
so competitive, and even
100%, yes.
Yeah, daily races and iRacing, you getting into them, people pretty good prepared, and they're really fast, and you always got someone who's faster than you. You always got this, purpose to get better and better every day, and this is what I really like about this. Unfortunately, I didn't have this in real life, only in formulas. In karting, I was like, leading for 4 years in a row, just getting...
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. Just getting away from everybody, and that's it. It wasn't that interesting. I think you always need someone to
Well,
be...
it was not their fault. You were so fast.
Well, true, yeah.
I do think they would have liked to overtake you at some point, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I really enjoy some racing, and when people ask me if I want to go back to racing, so probably, but only maybe some team racing endurances, something like this. But I enjoy to be in sim racing. Like, I'm not that person who really wants to jump out of sim racing and be in real life racing only. So I really enjoy that, to be the part of the community.
I wouldn't like to do that either.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think this passion will never go away. Sim racing will always be a part of me, regardless of if I've ever made it out of here or not. I will keep on doing this, and that's why I really wanted to jump into iRacing, because I feel like people are more serious about the races and training and preparing and just being careful around other drivers, because that was a huge issue in F1 online lobbies, at least, that nobody took them serious. And I really, really wanted to take it serious, because I was trying to improve my driving and to, also make good content for the people that are watching. Because if I was the one who was watching, I would like to see someone that's driving well, like not going into walls or just getting run over by other drivers. So I feel like iRacing gives you the opportunity to really, really develop your skills. And I really love that. Yeah. That was one of my main things I was looking for in a sim game.
Yeah, I really hope you're going to enjoy racing and get into it more and more. We're always happy to see new people in iRacing. And so what's your biggest achievement in sim racing? Like you tell that you doing the content creator series in WRC. What else? Like what big events you took part in during this 2 years?
Sadly, I had last year when I started streaming. I've been streaming back then for 4 or 5 months, I think. And then I had a very unfortunate event. I lost my dad during summer in July last year, which made me take a huge break. I only came back in November, December last year. So I didn't really have the chance to actually see my true potential or show others my true potential, because I obviously wasn't able to race or to put myself in front of a camera. And right now, my biggest achievement probably is the fact that I'm going to the Sim Expo. It's one of the best things I'm about to do as a content creator, and I really hope there will be more of this, because I really enjoy it. I want to show everyone what sim racing is about. I want to vlog it. I want to share my passion with the world and maybe inspire other people, other women, mainly to go for it, to try it, to just do it. If you like it, then do it. Look at me, look at other content creators, look at other women in motorsports, esports. Do it. You can do it.
Yeah, here's a lot of opportunities, to be honest, and sim racing is really big compared to racing as well. And streams also can help to build your own brand, to build your community also, where you can feel safe and comfortable and have fun. That's the main thing. Speaking about the
Exactly.
SimRacing Expo, INIT Sport going to be here, and they're going to have a competition with girls. So don't forget to visit it.
I want for sure.
Yeah.
I will be there racing.
All right.
So
Yeah, that's really sad that you
yeah.
didn't have time. Sorry for your loss also. Um, what's your plans for the future? What you're planning to do with like in terms of content creation and the sim racing as well?
I'm aiming high. I'm not gonna lie. I plan on streaming. Like I'm never gonna go away from here. I will be here forever. I want to make out of this a living. I want to be able to live out of what I enjoy doing. I want to keep creating content on all platforms. I just started streaming again. I just moved to a new place also. I just started streaming again. I'm gonna start making YouTube videos again, Instagram Shorts, TikToks. I want to talk about sim racing, my experience. I also want to go to driving events in real life, which I want to share with the community. I want to, well, basically do everything that's related with this, not only sim racing, but driving in general and cars and competitions. Those are some of the plans. Let's resume it like that. But there are a lot. I have a list.
That's a good
And
list.
it's not tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. You got a lot of plans, and you're really motivated about your journey in sim racing and content creation as well. Can you tell me how is it for you to make long videos on YouTube compared to short videos? How do you found them to like harder to create, or do you enjoy? What format do you enjoy the most? Also.
Honestly, it depends because I feel like sometimes shorts are more like creative and based on visual effects, and or at least that's what I'm trying to do. I mostly try and come up with new ideas. And then about the long YouTube videos, it depends on what I'm into at that moment to talk about. I try to not bring a gameplay into my YouTube videos. I try to make them a little bit more personal about, for example, my experience with sim racing gear that I got over the last months. And I'm really enjoying doing the long videos. I feel like I am able to tell the people more about something that they may be interested in. But I also enjoy the short ones because it's like a tiny story told in a 20-second video. So it's two different categories, but I do enjoy making both of them.
Awesome. I think that I enjoy more to make short videos because they're like easier to make, and also I think
Definitely easier to plan.
yeah,
Yes.
because big videos took a lot of time to plan them, to record them, to put all things together. Yeah, they're more complicated definitely. Um, so speaking about the equipment, yes. How do you feel to have like high-end equipment right now to compare where you started with Logitech? How does it affect on your driving?
Honestly, when I started driving, it was good. It was something that was good for me as a beginner, because I wouldn't have known how to handle the one I have now if I didn't start with that one. Or to say it in other way, I wouldn't have known how to appreciate it and how to use it if I didn't have the cheaper one, because the cheaper one I could abuse it. Like I
Mm-hmm.
I could not have to turn it off. I could just leave it plugged in or whatever. And then with this one, um, I I still use it obviously normally, but it does feel like the driving has definitely improved. But I don't really know if it's necessarily because of the gear and because of the fact that the gear is better,
Mm-hmm.
but because I drove more and I gained skills. But it does. For example, for pedals, if you ask me, when I started, I didn't have a loading cell
Mm-hmm.
pedal, and it that one, it does make a huge difference. It does make a huge difference in all the games.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of direct drive or a normal wheel with a belt, it actually depends on what you like or not. I had a Trustmaster before having my Moza base and wheels right now.
Mm-hmm.
And with that one, I also had I had loading cell pedals with that one
Mm-hmm.
too. And it was an amazing wheel. I had to change it basically because it stopped working because I used it too much.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got Fanatic, which I will say it because I am not trying to um you know, I'm exposing it. Like I didn't enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
It probably have been because it wasn't the most expensive. It was the most basic bundle I could have gotten, because that was the money for me at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got this one, which I think it's the best one I've ever had so far. Like, but it depends on everyone's budget.
Mm-hmm.
That's what matters the most. If it depends on your budget. If you do want to enjoy sim racing, you can enjoy it with a G29 or with a crazy expensive SimCube setup. That's on my opinion, at least.
Yeah, that's. I also can relate to this. So whatever wheel you got, whatever pedals, you can start from this, and then, as you said, it will be really good to upgrade to load cell pedals as soon as you got opportunity. I think that was the biggest improvement in equipment for me when I
Yes.
switched to load cell pedals, because your braking become just more consistent. You're feeling like more comfortable with your driving.
Yes.
Yeah, speaking about wheel, it's not changing a lot.
No, that's the only thing that kind of remains the same. It's not the same, but there's not like a
Yeah,
huge difference.
yeah, I agree with you. And other one thing, of course, it's going to be expensive maybe for some people, but triple screen also, made a lot of difference for me, because I just started to feel comfortable fighting with people on track, because you can control situation better. So at least if you got opportunity to go for ultra wide, I think it will be really good.
I will have to take your advice because I'm currently only using one monitor for racing and one for chat. So I will have to look into that.
Yeah, you have to have a look on triple screen if you got this opportunity. If you got like decent PC which can run triple, you can go for it. Can tell you.
Yeah, the PC is a beast. I just upgraded it a few months ago.
That's great.
It's crazy.
That's great. So then you can switch to triple screen in the future.
Yes, it will be very much needed.
Yeah, also some people telling in chat that VR is really good. Unfortunately, I didn't have an opportunity to try VR yet in iRacing. Really
Neither
wanted.
have I.
Yeah, I really want to try it because some people telling me like it's like realistic and super cool. Did you try any VR games? No?
Not at all, not a single game in VR. I don't know if I would. I've heard a lot of people saying that it's really, really nice in the beginning, and the most you play, the most you will find flaws on it. So I've heard from a lot of people that they did stick to the monitors even though they had the VR. So I don't know. Maybe we will have to try it first and then decide. But yeah, it's always nice to have new experiences. And
Yeah, true.
VR sounds nice.
Someone in chat just that seems like a person from your community and telling that she once switched to triple monitor because she spent all her money on camera gear. What did you get as the last gear?
That's true. Okay, so I did some upgrades to the stream because I don't have any other job. So I am committing full time to content creation and streaming because I feel like I need to put 100% of my time and energy into this if I want to get to the point I want to get. And I upgraded the microphone. As I told you, we have Shure microphones. So if you do hear as well, you know why. And I also got an FX30 camera with a new camera lens and a rig and like the whole equipment. It's huge. It's like this.
That's great. That's great.
It's like a cinema camera. It's insane.
That's
but yeah,
awesome.
I got it because I do want to. I want to make long videos for YouTube and also shorts that that will look good because once you upload them, of course you know this already, the quality of the video gets compressed. So yeah, I'm gonna keep the camera I'm using right now just for streaming, and then the other one will be for filming. So yeah, that's why the triple monitor one happened really soon.
Well, but probably we'll see in the future with like new cameras, everything set up, and triple screen will be here as well. Well,
let's hope so.
That's awesome. You really dedicated to SimRacing, to content creation. You like put a lot of investments into it, and this is amazing. So before we wrap up, I want to ask a question. What will be your advice to people who are starting SimRacing and who are starting streaming as well?
Okay, so for both of them, you don't have to start with high-end stuff. You don't have to get a rig. You don't have to get the most expensive camera or microphone or headset, or not even the most expensive PC. If the PC can handle the game, it's totally fine. That's more than enough for the beginning. You just need a wheel. You just need the will to be in front of a camera. And yes, this is a huge advice. Put yourself in front of a camera because people will always enjoy to see your face rather than just looking at how you drive. Regardless of if you drive well or not, put yourself in front of a camera. Trust me, I'm a shy person. Here I am talking like the most extroverted person in this planet. Just go for it. If you want to do it, then you should totally go for it and don't get broke in the process. Trust me, don't do it like I did. I am not a good example.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
can get a tiny camera and do like I did. My rig was made out of wood and an actual car bracket. I think I managed to do it with under 200 euros, the rig. And then my first wheel was secondhand. The Thrustmaster was secondhand, and it was like 400 euros. The camera was, I mean, like if I start to think about it now, with 1,000 euros, which I did get in a year, like I didn't get everything at first, then it's not that much money if you do really want to get to that. And if you don't want to stream but you want to do sim racing, make a DIY rig and get a second-hand wheel. You don't need to get it new. If it's gonna break, trust me, it's gonna break anyway. I experienced that the hard way.
That's true, yeah. Well, that's awesome advice. I think that, I started from I had a steel rig, and we had like a table made of wood for the triple. So we started from this.
I think I have a photo of this one that I can show you.
You can show it.
Let me see, because I am 100% sure I have it. I know I have it. Yes. So I don't know if you can see it really well, but this is how it looked.
That's awesome.
This was my setup at first.
Wow.
And the microphone came with like two months after I started streaming. So yeah. You don't need much. As you can see, you don't need much.
Okay, here's a question in chat related to what you said. Fixed or go for the new one?
That's true. Let me think. Fixed in which way?
Like if something broken, fix it or get a new one.
I tried to fix everything that broke.
Okay.
I tried to fix everything that broke up until the last second. Trust me. I'm not the one to spend money like carelessly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the one to do that. I don't enjoy doing that. I just get the things that I feel that are necessary and that
Oops. So return back, yeah. We can keep going, okay? Sorry about this. Okay, guys, we return back. Sorry about this. Yeah, we just returned back. You can continue to tell about stuff that you just tell me that you not really spending money on just without thinking.
Unnecessary stuff. I gather the money I need, and then I get the things I feel like could provide the audience and overall in social media and everything, like with a better quality. Because I feel like somehow I reward the people that are watching me and just following me by improving everything I can around.
Yeah, this is awesome. Definitely that you putting your resources to make your content better, to make your community feel better also, because it's always a pleasure to watch when you got like a good camera and good sound on stream. Yeah, it's definitely a good thing to do. So you can start with something, but then you have to improve step by step. This is how I see
Yeah,
it.
you don't have to do it fast or all at once. You can do it little by little, just like I did. It's been a year and I'm still upgrading. Maybe I will.
Mhm.
Right now, I think I will stop. Right now, I think I will stop for a while. But up until now, I did try to get every once in a while something new that could look better
Mhm.
or have a better audio. Like I said, the microphone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, do you have any plans of upgrades? Anyway, in maybe in back of your mind or something, like you said that you're not really planning right now to upgrade, but maybe you're thinking about something.
I couldn't even tell you because, for example, yesterday I went and I got a new camera lens for the new camera. So it was upgrade after upgrade.
All right.
I do need a new softbox because it's too
Mhm.
big for this room. So maybe the next thing I will buy will be a new softbox because
Mhm.
this one is huge.
All
And my
right.
space
Sounds
is
good.
limited, so yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for speaking with us. That was really fun, and I wish you good luck in your journey in sim racing and content creation. Hope you going to be a big sim racing content creator in the future. So just wish you all the best in your career. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, thank you so much for taking time to have this.
Thank you so much for having me, for being such a nice host, and thank you for sharing the tips and your journey with me and us, because I feel like it really helped at least me, and I do feel like a few more people too.
Yeah, thank you so much. See you guys. Thank you. Till
Thank
the
you.
next Thursday. See you.
INIT Esports focuses on sim racing events and digital tournaments. They bring esports content to fans and sponsorship opportunities to brands while maximizing audience reach across multiple sports, industries, and platforms. INIT Esports is a woman led company where diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility is in their DNA. And their platform aims to combat bullying and cheating to help make the esports world as safe and fair as possible. To learn more, be sure to log on to www.initesports.gg or follow them on social media at Init Esports. Join their Discord, check out their YouTube channel, or follow their live content via Twitch.
This episode has been brought to you by Grand Touring Motorsports as part of our Motoring Podcast Network. For more episodes like this, tune in each week for more exciting and educational content from organizations like the Exotic Car Marketplace, the Motoring Historian, Break Fix, and many others. If you'd like to support Grand Touring Motorsports and the Motoring Podcast Network, sign up for one of our many sponsorship tiers at www.patreon.com/GT Motorsports. Please note that the content, opinions, and materials presented and expressed in this episode are those of its creator, and this episode has been published with their consent. If you have any inquiries about this program, please contact the creators of this episode via email or social media as mentioned in the episode.